how do you approach your weight loss journey? Do you approach it from a place of love or a place of shame? Because what I'm realizing is that I've been going about my weight loss journey from a place of shame. Shame about allowing myself to get like this, shame about, not following through in the past and failing in the past. And what I'm realizing is that when I come at my weight loss journey, when I look at that discipline that requires, I'm realizing like if I look at that discipline coming from a place of shame, then this weight loss journey feels like a punishment for me. And that's kind of the way I've approached it in the past. I almost felt like I was punishing myself, trying to work out really hard, trying to eat healthy. Like this was punishment for me not, doing better in the past. And what I'm learning, at least when I started doing this on this reset journey and resetting my mornings, I'm coming to the awareness that I have to change my perspective on this journey. I have to approach my weight loss journey from a place of love and not a place of shame. Because then when I'm coming from it from a place of love, it's like I'm looking at this weight loss journey as a way of devotion. Love for myself, love for God, love for the body that God has given me. And I'm grateful for that awareness that I'm coming to right now, because I'm realizing like I have to continue to forgive myself, forgive myself for not knowing what only time can teach me. Forgive myself for, I did the best that I could. I've been in survival mode, and I realized that being in survival mode, I wasn't really surrendering fully, not really trusting God like I should, because I felt like it was my responsibility to fix. So it just put me in a place where I realized I was using food as my outlet. I was using food as my refuge, food to just comfort me. And in doing that, it just created a spiral effect with my health, with my energy. And now that I'm understanding that I need to really look at this weight loss journey from a place of love, it's showing self-love for myself. I hope this makes sense, but this is just kind of what came to mind as I've been like starting this journey and really becoming aware of my thoughts. Because when I started this journey, I realized that the download that I was getting was like I needed to continue to work this journey from the inside out. Not just doing the exercise, not just watching the food, but really becoming aware of what feelings are coming up and what mindsets are coming up. And it seemed like when I started this journey, the first mindset things that started to come up was I was feeling ashamed. I was feeling embarrassed about, how much I gained. I was almost, even in my last video, I was almost hesitant to even tell my weight, because I was like, I can't believe you allowed yourself to get over 200 pounds, and that shame almost paralyzed me, because I think that's what it does. It paralyzes you to where then I couldn't move past it, because then when I don't see changes happening like I think they should, I feel like, okay, this is something else that I failed at. I cannot, win this battle. And then I realized that this battle is a spiritual battle, because this battle is a battle that has to start from within. And then as I get better with the awareness and with the feelings and really just focusing on showing myself some love, I believe then that's when the external will change. And this was a really big aha moment for me, because I'm just like, I know when I do things from a place of love, it feels like devotion, it feels like compassion, I'm happy. But when I do things from a place of shame, worry, doubt, it feels like punishment. And I think that's what it is. Like going to work out, I was feeling like this is a punishment that I deserve, because I let myself get like this. Or, when I would give up and I would be like, I guess this is just how it's going to be meant to be, because I allowed this to happen, and, it is what it is. But I'm realizing like you can change. You can always start over. You know, it's never too late to start over. I just have to work on changing my perspective and realizing that this journey in life is coming from a place of love, a love for myself, you know. And I have to really remember to lean into God's words when he said, man does not live off bread alone, but on the word of God. Because, you know, I realized that I was using food as that comfort instead of really going to God and really understanding what the triggers were and really understanding what I needed to work on and transform within. And now that I'm being intentional with really looking at this journey as a journey of love and not as a journey of fixing what's wrong, you know what I mean? Just kind of changing the words that I speak, that this is coming from a journey of love. This resetting my mind, resetting my body, resetting my health is coming from a place of love, you know. And getting out of survival mode is coming from a place of love, because I have to forgive myself for, you know, the past. You know, I did the best I could with the information that I had and with the capacity that I had to do with what I needed to do. But now it's time for a change to move forward. It's time. That season has passed, and I want a new season in my life to just do better. Because, like I said, the last the next 5-10 years of my life cannot be like the last years, because it just I'm tired and change has to happen. So I thank you for watching. Hopefully this video makes sense. But yeah, this is something that I realized, like, I've done this before where I really tried to come at my weight loss from a place of love, but then I still feel like I automatically just go back to a place of shame and, you know, shame and fear of not following through and all this. But I have to continue to remind myself that this journey is coming from a place of love. So when I look at working out, you know, I'm looking forward to it, because this is me showing myself some love, you know. When I look at eating some healthy foods, I'm looking at it from a place of love, because this is me showing myself some love. And that is what I have to start continuing to do, is just looking at everything from a place of love and a place of gratitude, and no longer focus on past season, because they're past. I can't move forward constantly thinking about the past. I have to change the mindset and move different and move forward. So this is where I am at in this journey right now, is that I'm learning to look at this weight loss journey from a place of love and devotion, and not a place from shame and punishment. So I thank you for watching this video. If it resonated with you, consider hitting that like and subscribe button, especially if you're on your own weight loss journey. Subscribe, and just, you know, so we can encourage each other. And so I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.